Hello, everybody. Welcome to a special show, Wine Sea Sagas. I'm Eric. I'm joined here with Colin, and we are so excited about this game. We've been talking about it a lot, online and offline, and we can't help but want to play it so much. So we brought this to you today. Surprise, Colin. How you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm excited to play this. I don't have a lot of experience with Ironsworn, other than having been obsessively reading it for the last couple weeks.
True.
Um, and also just reading a lot about like ancient Greek history and the Bronze Age collapse and all the cool stuff that is inspiration for this.
Yeah. Yeah. So this is like going to be a joint role playing game story today. Ironsworn is an awesome game by Sean. Should remember his last name.
Tompkins.
Tompkins. Thank you.
Hmm.
Uh, that has a sort of solo or even a co-op component to, and we are electing to do the co-op version today, as we do our quests in our world. In our world, Sean gives us this really cool post-apocalyptic, almost Nordic-y island, Icelandy mythic realm to play in.
A
But
lot of
Colin and I,
fjords.
yeah, a lot of fjords. But we've been kind of uh, looking at a more Mediterranean and maybe a little bit more Bronze Agey feel for our game. And Colin just lo and behold had this world kind of sitting around, and we decided to just shift that world into this game, and it seems to be working pretty well. So we're super excited about it. Rather than give you the whole like session zero where we're designing a lot of this stuff right off the bat, we've already done a lot of that work, and we'll be sharing that later. This whole story thing is a work in progress. But in the meantime, Colin, how about you read for us your our little prose that we have about this game?
Ah. The sea has always been red. Since Patria drew their bow and set the sun to blaze with their arrow, it has been red. Red in wine, in riches, in blood. But 10 years ago, the king of Gatatia, Isgander the Conqueror, marched on the world entire. He met no equal, but seeking new worlds to conquer, he disappeared. A great and terrible curse, monstrous, unnatural follies were unleashed on the tender flesh of this world. Now, regents and warriors scrabble, both to protect that which they have from reaving monsters, and to take that which their glory can keep.
Love it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we are these mercenaries in this world. So we're going to begin our game in our heist. The only thing you need to know after, besides the prompt of what we just kind of what Colin amazingly just read, is that we recently finished sailing from the port city of Thygoras down here across the Red Sea, the Red Wine Sea to Thygoras, this big city, a hive of scum and villainy. In that process, we've gotten a little bit of trouble, little bit of hits in our supplies and our morale. But we arrived in Thygoras only for Colin's character to realize that he's being brought on board, and that the reason why we were given that ship back in Thygoras is because there's a favor to be repaid, and
Yeah.
a favor that's going to require a vow. And so we
Why don't
start.
we
Yeah,
describe our characters actually?
we start.
Um,
Yeah, we can describe our characters meeting in this bar, uh,
Perfect.
right? So we're this is the first episode. This is where you first see us. We are starting inside the Sacred Cup tavern, in this at a seedier side of the Goris. There's plenty of sounds of people coughing and things outside as there's sort of like this sickness going on. Um, so all of us are kind of uh, tense in this shady Mystios or mercenary bar. Pascal is my character, and Pascal is sitting kind of small to his friend who's sitting to his left, and across at this bar, this other large, empowering mercenary figure. Um, Pascal is wearing a gentle traveler's cloak, but lying underneath him a set of very flexible kind of functionary attire. Not much of the soldier looking type as Pascal. Pascal would pass probably more as a merchant or an iterant traveler, maybe even a pilgrim, more so than a true mercenary. He uses that to his advantage.
Yeah. Um, Pascal's traveling companion is a man named Heliodorus, and Heliodorus is just a chunky beefcake of a man, like big, broad-shouldered, and has a face like a stone slab, just not very emotive, and that seems to be on purpose. He is, unlike his companion, fully kitted out for war. He's wearing the full hoplite regalia. He's got a spear leaning up against the wall nearby, a big hoplon shield on the ground near his feet, um, and several clay mugs of wine in front of him.
It's perfect. You can kind of think of him as like he is more of like the Falford, and I am more of the Grey Mouser.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So
Very
yeah,
much so.
so across the third person at this bar, in addition to all of his paid envoys around, is Polyphontes. He is a mercenary leader here in Thygoras and business partner with the man who gave us our boat over here. And he has a job for us.
Yeah. I think as he explained it, as he explains it to us, he's got a problem because he has a bunch of Mythios, a bunch of warriors, mercenaries that he wants to get employed by the Scholar King of Thygoras. But there's a sickness, and many of his men are in fact sick, and he needs them healthy. Otherwise, they're not going to employ sick soldiers. The problem is that the Scholar King of Thygoras has already like requisitioned all of the medicine. He's taken shipments of medicine off ships and put them into warehouses, and he's set them aside for his army. So Polyphontes has to somehow rob the army that he actually wants to join. Otherwise, he can't join the army.
Yeah, and we're his
And we
deniable.
Yep, we are cutting the Gordian knot here because he can't do anything about it without it going back to him. But two travelers lately from Thurges, there's some deniability there.
Yeah, and this is one of those situations where normally we would be paid for these services, but due to the circumstances of our journey here, this is one we're going to have to do a little pro bono,
Mm.
or really pay down the debt that is our traveling. No, this is episode 1. We did record a prequel and a session 0 creation game. We just didn't want to bury the first opening session with this sort of like all of that kind of stuff, and rather than just cut, I want this to feel like you are in a store and it's Weird Tales is somehow still around, and you just opened it up to the wine, the Wine Sea Sagas, and this is the first story you read about, right? The heist. So this is sort of the tone we wanted.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
Polyphontes probably has that sort of so how does this deal sound to you? And I feel like Pascal very wisely just would state, well, it doesn't sound like we have much of a choice, do we?
Some of us only found out recently about it anyway.
I tried to tell you about it on the boat, and so
Okay.
Polyphontes, as long as the sea is red, this will be done. And let's talk about following the first move of this game. Make a
Yeah.
vow, quest move. This game has an important statement about what your characters believe, and what they do is by making vows. And our little version is none the different. So when you swear upon iron to complete a quest, which is what we're doing, we're kind of swearing upon the sea to do it.
Mm-hmm.
We write down our vow and we give the quest a rank, and then we roll plus heart. If we make this vow to a person or a community with whom we share a bond, we don't. No, yes, kind of, maybe. Or Coley, I have a bond with.
Yeah, you don't have a bond with Polyphontes.
Yeah, I
Not
don't have a
yet.
bond. Yeah, even though
I'll
they're
be
business
honest.
partners.
I'll be honest. I think if this goes well, Heliodorus might have common ground with Polyphontes.
Right. Um, totally. So yeah, we should talk quickly mechanically our characters.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't have my sheet open here for people to see. Pascal, like a gray mouser should, has high wits, which is obviously like your brain, quick thinking, fair shadow and edge, and very low heart and iron. I'm not good in upfront combat. However, I am witty and quick, and have a little bit of magic to me. Because my bonds, or not, excuse me, my assets, I am sighted. So I grew up as an apprentice to a terrible warlock, one that may have been like in service to Isgander, so many years ago or something. And because of that and being around and exposed to such, I have a little knack for the magical of what happens. In addition to that, then I know a couple prayers and a couple spells for protecting stuff. I have the ward ritual, so I can kind of protect, as well as the skirmisher talent, because I would typically end up using a spear or something as more just like defensive and quick. I am not strong. I am a skirmisher, if it comes to it. But I'd much rather rely on my wits than a spear. And then lastly, because of the game and our setting style, is that all characters in this world get Fortune Hunter, because we're Misthios. We need money, and wealth is a thing. So that we all get that as the last one.
And Heliodorus is, as I said, a big beefcake. He is, in many ways, the opposite of Pascal. I've got high iron, heart, and edge, low shadow and wits. I'm not a subtle guy, and I'm not a deep thinker. This brow is furrowed with annoyance, not philosophical thoughts. In terms of what assets this character has, they are a veteran. Heliodorus was in the wars of Isgander. He is a shield bearer, has a big shield, and is ironclad with armor. So I'm a little encumbered, but man, is it hard to hurt me.
Cool. Shall we swear our bonds?
Yeah. Oh, and I looked it up. I actually can join you swearing the bond. I roll aid an ally, and then I am joined to the bond as well.
Sure. Do you roll that before I roll, or does it happen at the same time?
Yes, because I can give you a bonus to swearing the vow.
Which would be great, because my heart's not great at all.
Yeah. So in the fiction, Heliodorus is going to like Pascal starts to say, so long as the sea is red, and Heliodorus just like thunks this clay mug down and goes, Pascal, you Weasley shit. Like, you know I can't leave you to go do this on your own. Someone will stick you like a pig. I think that you will need me if you're going to get this medicine. And now I can't find it on the character sheet. Where is it?
Oops.
Not learn from your failures, but advance. Nope. Aid an ally. There it is. Found it. Boom. Oh, I get to choose which stat I'm using.
Excuse me.
That sounds like heart to me.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Good.
Boom. Weak hit. All right. When you secure advantage if you aren't. Okay, so this is the aid an ally is just secure an advantage, but someone else benefits from it. So I secured an advantage.
Charm, loyalty, and courage. On a weak hit, your advantage take +1 momentum.
Okay, so you get +1 momentum, not me. Yep.
Okay. Makes my momentum 3. Not great.
Great.
So that's not really going to help me for this roll then.
Nuts. That's fair.
Okay. Good. Well, while you're looking out for me, then perhaps I can keep a better eye for your coin purse, because you seem to be very bad at it as I hand you your own coin purse. I stole off an urchin who stole it from you.
Heliodorus just finishes his mug and then like puts the mug over the coin purse.
Lovely. Awesome. Sorry. There's Swear and Iron Vow. I'm not rolling with heart. Oh yeah, I am rolling with heart.
Uh-oh.
Weak hit. That's much better. I'm determined to begin with more questions than answers. I take +1 momentum and envision what I do to find the path forward. I feel like Polyphontes has told us a little bit that this place is going to be guarded, so now my momentum is 4. This place is to be well guarded and well watched. I'm going to have to study carefully and slip in. So I think what we're going to be doing here is gathering some information
Yeah.
about this place.
Now, we forgot to roll something during the prologue. The
Yeah.
gather information check, right?
Mm-hmm.
So this is probably a good time to sort of cash that one in.
I will do that. Exactly.
So in the fiction, I think we're heading out to maybe scope out this warehouse. I think Polyphontus has told us where the warehouse is and that it is guarded. We don't really know like how many entrances, how many guards. Are these
Yeah.
just citizens with spears or are the proper hoplites?
And I roll with wits. Another weak hit. All right. Not great. But
I mean, weak hits are like the standard.
yeah,
That's
but I would.
mostly what's going to be happening to us, I think.
Yeah. So the information complicates my quest or introduces a new danger. Um, I will still take +1 momentum for this,
Mm-hmm.
so my momentum's now 5. However, so while we're looking at the guards, there is a new danger introduced or something that complicates things. Do you envision what that is? Ask the oracle if unsure.
Um, I think I think it's just kind of what we fear that these are not just citizens with spears. It's actual soldiers who know what they're doing, protecting the medicine.
Yeah, so you cast exposition at that moment. You're like, hold up, Pascal.
Yeah,
Look how they march. These are veterans. They're
yeah.
prepared. Look how well they're armed. They're preparing for something.
I think you see them and they're just like they're standing at entrances, leaning against walls, and you're like, okay, I think I can slip by. I'm like, Pascal, look at their helmets. They're wearing their helmets. You know the discipline it takes for a soldier to keep wearing his helmet when it's not in the middle of a fight? No one likes wearing helmets. I don't like wearing helmets, but every single one of these guards is wearing a helmet.
Nice. Hmm. That's really cool. So I wonder if I could. Hmm. All right. Well, then that's not great.
Yeah. What it means,
We had probably secure an advantage.
yeah, it means we need to secure you an advantage before you slip in. Uh, Heliodorus doesn't have a lot of talents, but being able to get beat up is one of them. So,
So how does this come about? How does the idea of you providing a distraction by getting in a fight kind of?
uh, well, hopefully it takes more than one of them to beat me up. So, and any number past the first one is one less that you have to worry about when you're sneaking in.
Okay. So are you securing an advantage for me with aggression?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Um, Heliodorus, like, we're like waiting outside, kind of like sussing out when we're gonna make our move, and Heliodorus just grunts and goes over to like a bar nearby and just starts downing shot after shot, drink after drink until he stinks, until he reeks of it. And then he's gonna grab his shield and spear and head right for the guard, start shouting obscenities.
Okay.
Um,
So let's make sure now that we're acting more towards the advancement of this vow, that we're also marking progress when necessary.
yes. So
You
would
were
we consider
gathering information.
progress? I think so. Right? I mean, we needed to do that. Reach a milestone.
Is understanding that this place is well guarded by trained soldiers a milestone? I think so.
Okay. Yeah. So we will
Right?
mark to progress.
We understand what's at stake. Yeah. By the way, this is a dangerous quest for those who are playing at home. I'm sorry, we're not going to do a good job teaching you how to play Ironsworn.
Yeah, we're
Uh,
sort of teaching ourselves.
we're teaching ourselves.
Ironsworn as we
Yeah.
go.
We're more interested in the story right now and making
Mm,
sure that works. Okay.
okay.
So yeah. I think we did make progress.
Yeah.
I don't think you getting drunk will make progress though.
No.
Yeah. But so
Aggressive
I don't
action
think that's
for yeah.
securing the advantage, or technically you're aiding an ally, right? But
Right,
really, be
which
my role.
is
It's my role that secures that gets milestone.
yes, exactly. Yeah. So the outcome of my role is not going to give us progress, but if so, anyway, um, secure an advantage. I'm acting with aggressive, forceful action. That lets me roll plus iron, which is good because I'm a chunky boy. No special modifiers. Strong hit,
There we
baby.
go. Strong hit. You gain advantage. And I can take
Uh,
control. You can actually have another move, or you can prepare to act.
yeah.
Do both of those work for me?
No, I choose one of these. So I'm
Yeah.
strong hit, take control, make another move now. So
Are you in a position to make a move that actually helps make progress?
no, specifically it says not a progress move.
Oh, okay.
So you
Gather
automatic
information.
maybe. I'm gonna say I'm gonna say face danger. No,
So
that
here's
doesn't make
something.
sense.
Here's something that might be a possibility. It could be gather information, but it could actually just be a slip up from an insult they give you. Like, look what crawled up from the sewers. And it's like, oh yeah, there's sewers. We could use the sewers or something like, and like all of a
I
sudden,
like that. Yeah, okay, so I'll do yeah, so I'm oh yeah. Okay, so you get plus one momentum regardless. I'm going to make another move now, and it is going to be gather information. I think I'm provoking them. I want to like find out where they're from, what they're doing. Like, are these mercenaries? Are they a citizen levy? You know, they're going to war apparently. Who again? We don't even know who they're going to war against. Oh, no, wrong one. Okay, this is not a good one for me.
so
This
tell me,
yes.
yeah, tell me of these heroes. Tell me of their stories from the
Yeah.
beginning. Who wears their helmets in front of a depot?
Another strong hit.
Okay.
Strong
So
hit. You
you were
discover something helpful and specific. The path you must follow or action you must take to progress is made clear. So you get another 2 momentum. So you've gotten 3 momentum from
yeah.
me.
So I'm at 8
I
now.
I'm at 2 still. You're welcome.
Yeah. Thanks, buddy.
I think there's like a montage. I don't know. If this were shot, right, the camera would not be on Heliodorus. It would be on Pascal, like carefully creeping along, and blurry in the background. You just watch as like guard after guard is like dog piling on Heliodorus, and you occasionally hear something clear, and one of them's like, "I swear I'm gonna toss you in the fucking sewers in the warehouse when we're done."
And I'm going from like column to column. Yeah. Exactly. As I get into this place, love it. Awesome. So then as it cuts to me as I sneak into this place with deception, stealth, or trickery.
There you go.
Um, exactly the shot as you described. So I think I just do that. I want to make sure I don't get any additional bonuses from any assets. No.
And this would be face danger.
When I face danger to identify, yeah, but that's to identify and detect mystic forces would be me. That doesn't really apply here.
Face danger plus shadow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Modifier. Oh wait, oops. I did not roll the right thing. Face.
So you could burn momentum to turn that into a weak hit.
I got a full miss, everybody.
Yeah.
No. I don't think I want to make a weak hit. I think it might be more fun to just pay the price dramatically because this is the first way it doesn't work, right?
You get in and it's already gone.
Someone beat us to it.
Oh yeah, of
I,
course.
like the Thieves Guild people already beat us
There's
to
a
it.
of course it's if there's a plague, we're not the only ones who had this idea.
Yeah, exactly. So this is why I want the miss. And I feel like obviously we make no progress. Um See, the thing is though, we just gave ourselves progress and a pat on the back knowing the information about the guards and that being relevant. But now here we're
Yeah.
saying there's information that other people on this thing isn't relevant and I didn't make progress. So, no, I got to burn I'm going to burn it. I think the idea that we have is more important. So I'm going to burn all of my advantage. No, I have to burn.
So whenever you burn momentum, you just set it down to your
Oh,
reset value, which
which
is
is 2.
2.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I do. So then it is a weak hit by burning momentum.
Yeah.
So I do burn it. So I go down to 2. So I do take a weak hit for the face danger. Only because I succeed, I am delayed, I lose advantage, and face a new danger. So I suffer a -1 momentum. That's the consequence. And because I still want to make progress on this chart.
Mm-hmm.
And we make progress by understanding that it's been stolen. And it's been stolen by another faction.
Yep.
So someone has stolen the medicine that we were trying to steal.
Okay. Do you want to take
And
-1 momentum or maybe endure stress? Dispirited or afraid?
No, I'm gonna burn momentum.
Well, no. As a consequence of the weak hit, you have a choice.
Yeah, and I'm choosing the first one. I'm delayed, I lose advantage, or face a new danger. I'm choosing to
Okay.
face a new danger.
Okay.
Do we have an idea in mind? Is this an old rival of one of ours? Is this an actual like benevolent group? Is this a thieves guild? I feel like this could go in a lot of different directions. Unless you feel particularly strongly about it, I wouldn't mind leaving it up to an oracle.
Yeah. Let's ask the oracle. Is it the first part of this oracle question? I would say is it related to one of us directly? Like, is this a Heliodorus or a Pascal enemy? I think it's coin flip, honestly. We live interesting lives.
Yeah. So go ahead and ask the oracle at a 51 or greater, right?
No. So it is
Okay.
not directly related to Pascal and Heliodorus.
Okay, so it's not directly related to us. So
it does sound like maybe. And then the next question
character
is
roll?
it character? What's
Sorry,
that?
no. I was thinking the oracle table to roll on next, but hold on. So should we ask the oracle for more clarifying questions
Yeah,
about?
I think the only other question I'm interested in is it related to Acoli and Polyphontes? Right? There's a possibility it's just like someone else had a similar plan, but it could be someone specifically trying to fuck over like Polyphontes. That also seems like a coin toss, right?
50-50.
There's plenty of Misthios in the city. Yes.
Oh, you already rolled it. Yep. Yes. Okay.
We got the same one. Okay.
Okay. So it's a rival mercenary.
Yeah. Rival mercenary.
Their
Now-
goal is to, okay. I'm doing their goal and their descriptors real quick.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Resourceful and angry. All right. Okay.
The thing about mercenaries is sometimes you're on the same side and sometimes you're not. And some mercenaries take it more personally than others.
Yep. Okay, so we're actually in the middle of inter-mercenary politics.
Awesome. Let's drill down into the fiction a little bit.
Totally.
What does it look like for Pascal to find this out? Like what?
I think I'm in the position to go make it to the crates when I hear the footsteps of like 4 soldiers kind of marching in line, but I don't think they're wearing helmets. And you mentioned all the soldiers wear helmets, and these 4 soldiers are not wearing helmets. And I think maybe I get a look at them, and maybe they're Thurgen, or maybe somewhere else. Maybe not. The idea is that I know they're not like the other company. Like these people are different, and I think it's because let's just say they're not wearing helmets as the trail. And so I follow them. I follow them as they take the medicine crates that I was going to use. That I was going to steal one of them away. And I watch them each take a crate, almost like, not like an ark, like Raiders of the Lost Ark, but like they're like kind of big caches for shipping, right? And I see like the straw coming off of them, and I see them like, you hear the jostling of the jars of the potteries in them, and I see them like they move them, and I'm just gonna watch them. and I watch them leave, and I watch them go. I don't know where exactly in the city, but like I trail them, and that's where we see. That's what we see.
Okay. Yeah, I can dig it. And
Awesome.
you probably don't go all the way because at some point you have to check what happened to
Yeah, exactly.
Heliodorus.
But I have enough of a direction of that this is another gang. They beat that this was a heist. Maybe I watch them as they get out. They'd like disrobe quickly, right? Like the armor falls off of them, and it's just
Yeah.
it was only set up for viewing.
All right.
What is
All
the
right.
symbol of them though? Like what is the thing that I know that they're not? You know, the thing I can track back. Like what is the physical tell? Is it like a red sash? Is it is it something that like is it a flower? Is it something that we
They
know?
all have a flower tattoo somewhere.
Sure. Okay.
Right. One has it. You see it like peeking. One of them has it just like right over their eye. But
Okay.
another, you see it like, oh, there are petals near the neck sticking out over the tunic. And then the other one, when he lifts a crate, has like it on the wrist. Like, hold on.
Yep. And then we follow the helmet list flowery tattooed soldiers. And then I come back to you.
Yeah. Cut to Heliodorus with more clay mugs in front of him at a different bar. His face looks like hamburger, but he seems fine.
So I slide up next to you at the bar and say, bad news about the crates. They were taken
Great.
before I could get there. Nice work out there though. And I like pay for the bar with my own money, but it's actually your coin purse as I like put it back on you.
Next time you get beat up and I get to not get the thing we're supposed to get.
I challenge you to make a vow of it, but in a jokingly way. Like, oh yeah, well, I'll hold you to it as I like hold my cup up. But I'm not. It's not an actual vow or anything like that. It's just a joke, right? Like, yeah, okay, let's do it.
All right. So what next? Do you know where it went and who took it?
Looks like another rival Missios with similar intentions. Something about a flower tattoo. Does that ring any bells to you?
No, but it might ring bells for Polyphantes. I say we go talk to him.
Agreed.
See if he hasn't told us everything.
Yeah.
All right.
Cut to Polyphantes in his more secure lair, not at the Mystios bar. Not at the sacred jug.
Probably in his camp.
Yeah.
Down by the docks. You just kind of throw up tents near the banks of the
yeah.
Of the
it's
ocean.
Literally like on the beach. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And I think this is the first time we see
the sickness
his men and how sick some of them are.
Yeah. We take great care to avoid the sickest.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, I would like to like.
This is gathering information.
Polyphantes, let's talk.
Yeah, and I will conduct the talk, right?
Yeah.
So it's Polyphantes. It's been a hitch in our plans. What do you know about mercenaries who carry a flower tattoo? They seem to know the same information that you had.
Okay, now we roll.
Yeah, so I'll roll, right?
Yep.
I keep wanting to just instantly roll the roll instead of going to the moves. I think it's probably the same, but
it is. Like if you can just roll it. The moves on the Roll20 are just strong hit. Look at that.
I discover something helpful and specific. The path is clear. I take +2 momentum.
Man, you are generating so much momentum.
No, I burned it all just to burn it all because I suck at rolling dice.
Yeah.
So we discover something helpful and specific. So clearly we know who this person is and what they're at and where they're at.
All right, let's get a name.
Yeah, let's generate a person about. Let's generate this resourceful, angry Misthios
Yeah,
with the
let's
flowers.
yeah. How about Lycophon?
Resourceful, angry. Yeah, Lycophon.
Lycophon. I'll type it into Roll20.
Yeah.
Uh, and
Polyphonte
we know
is
so
viable.
he is the captain of the Flower Guard, and don't let their name fool you. They are pretty good at their job and vicious sons of bitches.
Extremely vicious.
Um, and I think Polyphontes was on the opposite side of the some skirmish. Uh, angry collected debt. A debt implies like payback. I think
Is there a
Polyphontes really got the better of this company
Yeah.
in battle and wiped most of them out. And now this
They're
is
just a gang.
how,
They're not
yeah,
even.
this is how Lycophon gets back at him. It's like, oh, you killed my men on the field of battle. I'm gonna make sure your men die of the plague. You're not getting a single bit of medicine.
I'm gonna try to secure an advantage here. Uh, and this is a bad way of doing it, but I love it.
What's happening
So
in the fiction?
there's no chance you could build a bridge between both of you. Like there's no peaceful resolution here. If you can talk this out, you could all work together. You can get some extra troops in the mix. Maybe you would present yourself a stronger chance for the Scholar King. Which this will never end well. There's a reason why.
So
So
you're
we're about to
appealing.
find out.
You're saying
I'm
like,
appealing to his charm, loyalty, and courage. I'm
yeah,
appealing
if
to his intellect.
it's like okay,
That's
like
not. Yeah, I mean, there's a chance I could say this is insider observation that you two would, with him weakened. There's why don't you just control and bring them all under the same fold, right? We don't have you
right,
don't have to fight if you bring it all together. Then you make a stronger case for the Philosopher King.
right, but
But this is
that
a
so you,
grudge. But of course, but like that's why we're rolling, right?
right, okay, yeah.
So I think it's hard. Honestly, I'm asking him for charming. I'm trying to be charming and courage. Like
You
you can
are
put
you're
aside
trying to
your
side. You're appealing to emotion,
yeah,
right?
exactly. And well,
Rather
if you
than
just
your
put aside your differences,
pathos,
yeah.
not
If you
logos.
yeah, let me call it yeah. As Pathos said, is never let the brain overrule the heart. What if you just combine your forces here? There's no need for such anger and securing an advantage. And this is gonna blow up my goddamn face. I can't wait. Weak hit. Oh my god. Okay. My advantage is short lived. What does that look like?
Oh, there's no peace, but it'll be a foot in the door. Like literally, we'll be able to meet with him.
Oh, so we disguise it
Yeah, I
as
think.
mediators.
Yeah, the Polyphontis is like, no, that's you don't understand. Like he left the battlefield with like two men,
He
right?
vowed himself to take me down.
Yeah, he's not. But you know what he will do? He'll meet with me to gloat, and if he meets with me, then you can take him out, or like, we'll strong arm him or something.
You could
But what?
relieve him of his.
Yeah. So Polyphontes is like, yeah, no, this is not gonna work.
So this doesn't work, but yeah, but this is a great opportunity for us. Yeah, exactly. But you got to go quick. Love it. Shit. Oh yeah, awesome. I feel like a clock has advanced. I feel like there's now more guards though in the city, like looking for like the lockdown of missing medicine and stuff, right?
Sure. I would say
There's
I
like a
think we made
curfew.
progress.
Yeah, definitely.
This feels like progress, right?
Oh, for sure. Definitely
So
progress.
we're getting a sit down with Lycophon.
Yeah, we have our next approach. Well, we have a pretense for robbing him because we know he won't be there because Lycophon's going to leave to go to the meeting.
Yeah.
Like
Oh.
that's how
Oh,
I was
you
visioning
wanna?
this. We're gonna rob him while he's gone.
I think this is in character. Pascal's like, this is a great opportunity to rob him while he's gone, and Heliodorus is like, this is a great opportunity to beat him up when he's at the meeting. What if it's both?
I look at you. I'll never understand your brain, Heliofontes.
You think around corners. I I don't like it. What if
Smooth
we
like
did
a
both?
rock pummeled by water.
Lycophon sounds like an asshole.
Indeed. We never miss a chance to gloat. While he's gloating over our employer, he wouldn't be keeping an eye over his gains.
What if you went and stole the medicine, and I made sure Lycophon doesn't ever make it back?
I thought we clicked glasses and that you would be with me on this. Are you gonna try and convince me, like we click glasses, that you're gonna be the other way?
If you need me to watch your back, I'll watch your back. But I think the world would be a better place without someone with Lycophon in it. Fine.
Caution. No, be cautious about who. You don't know what sort of. I'm not sure of the word Pascal would use, but basically, I'm trying to describe like a domino effect of. Well, I mean, if you, who knows what there's always another wolf waiting. Who knows what you unleash by killing this dog?
You're saying if I kill Lycophon, I get to kill another asshole like Lycophon afterwards?
Or
You're making the wrong argument there, Pascal.
worried about.
Come on, let's go do your skullduggery bullshit.
You want to live? Yeah, I was gonna say, do you want to? It's like, do you want to live looking over your shoulder for the rest of your life?
Not much different from how I do it
That's
now.
not much different from what we're doing. Yeah, that's why I stopped, because I realized that's your answer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Heliodorus will go with Pascal.
Really, I convinced you? Okay.
Yeah, because ultimately it's about. Oh, you know what? I hadn't considered. No, Heliodorus is like, I have to be there to protect Polyphantes. Because if we are thinking about killing Lycophon, Lycophon's definitely thinking about killing Polyphantes, right? All your men are gonna die because I have the medicine, and now you've come to meet with me, and I can kill you. Yay. I feel like Heliodorus thinks that's a distinct possibility.
So I'm doing this alone?
Well, I'd be doing my thing alone too.
Some team we have. And yeah, then and we it's like when we get to the Y of the road and we fork. We do our things.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Okay, cool. Love it.
We'll just alternate scenes in a dramatic montage.
I feel like you have to face danger, right?
It depends on how it goes.
Or do you have initiative? Yeah.
Well,
you're kind of
one of the things we need to establish is, because I might not need to roll anything at all, we need to establish what Lycophon's intentions actually are. Heliodorus thinks that Lycophon is a murderous bastard who will try and kill Polyphantes.
Oracle is Lycophon a horrible bastard who's likely to kill Polyphantes? My guess is likely.
Likely feels right. Yeah.
Yes.
Yep. Okay. Heliodorus is vindicated. So they set the meeting. I feel like it was like a runner was sent to Lycophon saying, come down to the beach, right? We'll be near the camp, but not so near it that Lycophon can get there.
There's neutral ground.
Neutral ground. Yeah. Oh, is it out front of a temple?
Yeah, it's got to, exactly. That's what I'm thinking. It's not front of a temple of, like, what's the name of the goddess?
Let's do it.
Patria?
Patria, yeah.
Or Patria, or God.
I like Patria. Yeah. I like Patria. It's got a nice mouth feel.
Patria.
Patria. Okay, so out front of the Plaza Temple of Patria. Yeah. Oh my God, cat.
I feel like every Temple of Patria, like, there is sort of like a space outside or a grotto or something, and it's always like there's a statue of someone with a bow, like, shooting up the person who lit the sun aflame. Like, that's the thing, right? Like, so like they're always like in the shooting thing, right?
These statues definitely always point to where the sun is at midday.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Perfect. Ah, fucking love world building. Okay.
Yep. When Patria hits the mark is the informal way to say, like, noon.
Oh yes. Oh, damn it! We were so good at this game. Okay.
Yep. Cat, no, that's the mic. Stop. Um, okay, so we've asked the Oracle. So Lycophon shows up with ill intention.
Yes.
How bad? Let's now we've got to establish him because he's gonna be someone I'm fighting. So we have to establish him as functionally as a progress bar. That's how combat works in this. And the question is, how tough a motherfucker is this guy? And I gotta pull up the.
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm trying to find.
Probably dangerous. Troublesome.
A warrior, 141 is dangerous, 2 progress per harm. That feels right. Yeah.
Yeah,
dangerous.
Yeah.
Okay. Lycophon, the irredeemable.
The thing is, though, I don't think you're fighting Lycophon. I think you're fighting whoever Lycophon's assassin is.
You think Polyphontes is taking on Lycophon?
Well, yeah, I don't think either of them are fighting each other. I think it's like bodyguard versus bodyguard, as like each of them are like, you son of a bitch, but clearly both planned for this, you know?
Okay, yeah, yes. So
because there's deniability. Yeah,
this is fucking mercenaries.
So just Spider-Man pointing at Spider-Man the whole time.
Yeah, like
you would send an assassin after me. You would send a counter assassin.
I think so. Yeah. Here's how the scene goes, right? Polyphontes shows up first. Lycophon shows up next to his own beefcake. And Polyphontes is like, you brought this brute to end me? And Lycophon's like, you had it coming. And Polyphontes is like, well, good thing I brought my own brute then. And Heliodorus like steps out into the light.
And let our champions meet. And like they just like, yeah, I love that mercenaries captains would be so willing to just like have this huge argument, but not be the ones who do it themselves and have other people fight for them.
Yeah,
right.
Makes perfect sense.
And all of a sudden now you're Polyphontes champion.
Yeah. Okay.
Like, damn it.
you know what this feels like though? This feels like drawing the circle. This is a formal kind of situation.
Yeah, it is.
I'm accepting a challenge. I roll heart.
Especially because it's in the Plaza of Patria.
Mm-hmm. Weak hit. You may choose one boast in exchange for +1. So that I'm gonna take that momentum. That's dope. Need that. Grant first strike. Bear yourself, hold no iron, bloody yourself, or to the death. Heliodorus is in the mood. He's going to say to the death. Yeah. But I think the other guy's like, I can send you away missing just an arm or something. And Heliodorus is just like slaps his shield and his spear together and goes, no, only one of us is walking away from this.
Cool. Well, you can play this bodyguard if you die.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. So now I enter the fray. He's a dangerous foe. So that's 2 progress per harm.
Does this guy fight any differently? Does he like have an axe? Is there anything like that's notable about this beefcake?
I'll let you take point on describing my opponent.
Okay. Let me use some delve stuff or like some sort of. I think I want to use some sort of things.
I think Polyphontes is a very traditional Helicos kind of mercenary, and this guy has got some other flavor.
Yeah, so like I immediately went hunter, so immediately what I thought was like dual axes or like something like quick, like faster than you.
Yeah.
Quick movements. Yeah. Even like surprise range, like he'll chuck one of these at you if he had given the chance.
He's a Lucretian Velites, right? He's a skirmisher.
Ooh.
Yeah, he's got like the javelin and like some pair of axes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool. So the first one would be like a javelin chuck, right?
Yeah. So all right. So roll enter the fray. That is going to be heart. Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, nice.
Opportunity. Yeah, okay. This is interesting. So by itself, this is a strong hit. So I take +2 momentum and I have the initiative.
Mm-hmm.
And an opportunity.
Is like a crit. Like there's an additional benefit.
Yeah.
Do you want to oracle?
Yeah. Yeah. I have no idea what this
You want
opportunity
me to oracle
is.
it?
Oracle it for me.
Ready in action is what I got for that one.
Oh, you know what?
I did combat action oracle.
Yeah. I think I like knock his javelins away. Like I just took away one of his main ways of fighting. This guy's a skirmisher. I'm not going to let him skirmish me. So I start to box him in, and like when he throws a javelin, I just like shatter it in the air with my shield.
Yeah. Yeah, so he
Um,
can't rely on his javelins.
yeah,
Cool. So he can't fight with javelins for the fight.
perfect.
And unless he gets not boxed in.
Right. Yeah, yeah, yeah. He is no.
Yeah.
I've squared him off in
Denied
like.
his range.
Oh,
Yeah.
you know what it is? We're like doing that thing like we're circling each other
Yeah.
as we're boasting, and then I stop and like start the fight right as he gets his back to the temple. So he has like nowhere to retreat to away from me.
Yeah. Love
I'm
it.
yeah, and he realizes too late. Oh shit, this guy's got the entire street to himself, but I'm up against a wall now.
Yeah.
All right.
Lovely.
So I have advantage, which means that I can do strike instead of clash.
Is always good.
And oh boy, iron.
You when you have the initiative. Oh yeah, yeah. Good. Oh my
And
god.
I
Another
told,
opportunity.
and I haven't even looked at my assets. I
It's true.
yeah.
So a strong you inflict +1 harm and you retain
All
the
right.
initiative.
So each harm is 2 progress on this guy's progress bar. So I do 3 harm, which is 6 progress from just the first initial exchange.
Because each harm is
And
worth 2, right?
yep.
Yeah. And you
Uh
retain the initiative, so you go again, right?
yeah, so what's the opportunity? Because I got another one of
Oh
those.
yeah, Jesus. Another combat action oracle, I guess. You create an opportunity. Yes, I'm asking the oracle for an opportunity, so that doesn't help me.
Yeah.
Um, distract. I did an
Um
action
yeah,
oracle.
I think oh, like you know what scene I love from Troy is when he like uses a spear and like whips a bunch of dirt at the
Yeah,
other guy. I think yeah, I do that and I come right in with my shield bash. Um I'm literally trying to pin him against this wall. That's
yeah,
well, everything I'm doing is about this squirrely guy. I know he's faster than me. I know how he fights. I'm not going to let him do any of that.
yeah.
He is in. I'm
This is
the
a
rock, and
this is
that's the hard place.
it's a good juxtaposition to you getting beat up earlier all the time, but like this is
Oh
really what you're like when you actually fight.
yeah. Why don't we? So let and now like with
And
that
switch.
fiction established, yeah, we switch to Pascal.
Yeah. Okay. Love it. So I guess Pascal is sneaking, right? I guess I'm
Yeah,
gonna be sneaking. So I'm
yeah,
facing danger here. I'm facing it with deception, stealth, and trickery.
yeah. Let's establish a little bit about the place.
Yeah. So it's also by the docks, but I
Mhm.
don't have any particular. Um.
I think it's on their boat. They have their own boat, right? And so the advantage is it's sort of out there, right on the docks. The disadvantage is out there,
So
right
I'm
on the
swimming.
docks.
Yeah. So I'm swimming.
Okay, yeah,
Okay. Yeah. I'm swimming and I'm gonna sneak up on the boat. Up its netting off the non-shore side.
cool, cool, cool.
So deception, stealth, or trickery. There's nothing I can do, I think, right now to secure an advantage that would make any sense. I think I'm just making this move.
Yeah,
Not with wits, but with shadow. Dude.
Bud.
uh,
It's those tens, because a 10, you can never beat a 10. Even if you have 10 momentum, even if you roll the best possible roll, you can't beat a 10.
I gotta take a weak hit here. I gotta burn my momentum. Can't be doing this. All right, so I burn my momentum again for a weak hit.
Okay.
Look, you just like success, success, success. I'm like, please, please. All right, so I succeed, but I face a troublesome cost. I'm delayed. I suffer minus my momentum. I'm tired or hurt. I'm dispirited. I'm or afraid, or I sacrifice resources. I'm tired or hurt. This is the
Yeah.
scene of me swimming through, and obviously there's some sort of like not reef shark, but like some kind of piranha fish in the water that bites me, and I'll have to like as I keep swimming and like get it off my leg as I keep swimming
Yeah.
to this ship, right? Like obviously that's what happens. But
Oh,
I make it there, right?
can I modify it just a little bit for
Yeah.
more drama? I think you scrape yourself a little on
Or
like some
coral?
coral,
Yeah, coral. Yeah.
and as you're getting to the ship, you kind of see the trail of blood, and there's something following that trail of blood to you, and like you're now clinging to the side of the ship, knowing if you go back in that water, it's there.
That would be losing an advantage or facing danger, not harm.
Fair enough.
I'm cool with that though. It's the same effect, and I'd rather keep my health up.
Yeah.
But it's the same idea. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a flesh wound, but it's made it much worse. Yeah,
It's made it much worse.
yeah. Love it. Cool. So progress. I've made it to the boat.
Yep.
There's only a skeleton crew.
There's only skeleton crew, so you need to slip. How do you slip onto the top of the ship and get below decks?
Yeah. So this
Because you
is.
know it's in the ship, not on it.
Mm-hmm.
How does Pascal do that?
I feel like. Is this the time for me to use sighted, or no? Gather information. Is there a mystic force involved? But I don't think so. I feel like we should play this pretty tight, low magic for this case. This is just a mercenary. There's
Yeah.
nothing.
Yeah, let's look at your assets. No, you're not identifying mystic forces. Yeah.
No. And I'm not warding anything, so I'm basically screwed.
But yeah, let's stick with the fiction and establish in the fiction what your character does, and that'll give us an idea of what move triggers here.
I think the idea here, there's probably two guards,
Mm-hmm.
and the
Classic.
idea here is I would like to slip up to a guard and get a knife on his throat and tell the other one to be like, put it down. There's no reason for two people to get killed here.
Mm,
Um,
okay.
because I realize there's no way for me to sneak below deck without being seen.
Yeah, that's
So,
true. So
or
that sounds like a
question. No, oh,
yes.
no. Better point. Well, this might be how good of a hit it is. But the idea that just came into my head is that I shank one dude, and he Wilhelm screams into the water where the sharks get him, and then I threaten the other guy, being like, unless you want to be shark food too, like
Okay. Uh,
I don't know.
that sounds like a face danger, regardless of how you do it. But there are two ways I think we can frame it.
Sure,
One is secure an advantage, because the thing you're trying to focus on is intimidating this other guy.
I think so.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you're secure an advantage with aggressive action. Unfortunately, you'd be rolling iron though. Or if you want to just turn this into a quick fight. I mean, this guy is not going to be as tough as the bodyguard. He's not going to be dangerous. You enter the fray with stealth, you stand a good chance of getting some momentum, and you have initiative. And then when you strike, you're definitely gonna be inflicting harm, even if you get a weak hit.
Yeah, I think you're right. So I still succeeded in that I am stealthy right now. So I'm just going to
Mhm.
enter the fray.
Yeah, you enter the fray, but because we've established in the fiction that you are stealthy, you get to roll plus shadow instead of plus heart or whatever.
Yeah, and I'm moving into position against an unaware foe.
Yep.
So I'm roll shadow.
Yep. And I'd say these guys are troublesome.
Yeah, exactly.
These are not cream of the crop.
Enter the fray
Misthios.
with shadow. Opportunity.
Nah, see, it's not just. We know what this opportunity is, right?
The shark.
Yeah, like if you get one of them just out of the way with that
Or
harm.
right. So I don't want to kill anybody on this one. So I think
Mm,
what it's like is that I have my spear out, and I've like pressed them to the edge of the deck, and they look down and they see the little like reef of the tip of the dorsal fin and the stripes of the tiger shark. You know,
mm.
the reef shark that lives here, and then the blood, and you're like, that's my blood in that water, and they're getting pretty hungry now. If you don't want to jump, then you're gonna stay right there,
I think
right? Or
we're getting.
is that that's not we're fighting. We're actually
Yeah,
fighting.
you're fighting. You have to get the because
I have to win. I
defeating.
have to win
Yeah,
first. I
beating
demoralize
them.
them.
Yeah, beating them in the fight doesn't mean killing them or even knocking them out in the
Right.
fiction. It just means that you've won
I
the
defeat
fight.
him. Right.
Yeah.
And
So
so
this describes how you enter the fight. I think you haul yourself over the gunwales and just you've got a spirit with one sweep. You knock one of them right on their ass,
absolutely.
and you have now +2 momentum because of that.
Yeah. So I gain additional +2 momentum.
Mm-hmm. And then you
So
get to
that
make
brings
strike.
my momentum was originally 1, but because of everything now it goes to 5. It was a 3, and now this +2 makes it 5. I do 3 harm, which does 6 to the clock.
But no, you haven't. This is just how you enter the fray. Now
Oh,
you got to roll strike to actually see how the fight goes.
oh, that's right. Striking is that.
Yep.
Um, and I'm attacking close quarters. That's iron. I was combining moves. Thank you.
Yep.
I'm striking with iron, which is not what I wanted. I do have skirmisher, but I'm
Yeah.
not
What does
holding a foe at
skirmisher
bay.
do?
I need to level it up. When I strike a close combat, you just move it away from the assets. So it's not really helpful. It's not helpful for me right now.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's fine. So let's just strike with iron. Weak it.
Weak hit,
I
but
inflict my
that's
harm,
okay.
so I get four ticks, and I lose the initiative.
Yep.
Cool. Yeah, I sweep one off the feet, and the other one comes at me. I have to clash with them, right?
Yeah. So let's. So what happened? You sweep him off the feet, and the other just bullies
No.
into, tries to like shove you off the side of this boat. You obviously don't. You wrestle back, but now you're squared up on much more equal terms than you wanted originally.
Right. So is because I lose initiative, this is a clash and not face danger.
Right. The exception is if you want to try and turn the tide, which is a super gamble that lets you steal initiative when you don't have it.
Yeah, absolutely. I want to take the initiative from him.
So, turn the tide. What is going on here?
Once per fight, you risk it. When you risk it all, you may steal initiative from your foe and make a move, not a progress move. When you do, add +1 and take +1 momentum on the hit. I'm going to use a charm, like almost like a Witcher ward that like stuns the guy.
Okay. So that sounds like securing an advantage with deception, stealth, or trickery.
I believe
Right.
so.
Yeah.
But this is risking it all, not a move itself.
No.
Okay.
It directs you to use another move and adds another rider.
And this would be wits then,
Yep.
right? Or
You'd
shadow.
be no. So you're rolling secure an advantage with deception, stealth, trickery is plus shadow.
Yeah.
Because you're turning the tide, you also get a +1 to it. So shadow +1.
Okay. So they're immune to it.
If you fail to score a hit on that move, you must suffer a dire outcome.
Pay the
Pay the
price.
price.
Yep.
Man, do you get taken captive?
They disarm me, and no, I don't think so.
In combat, pay the price is usually just taking harm, but it can be other things.
I'd rather take harm. I
Yeah.
think taking the harm is better.
Yeah.
So what does paying the price look like here? Enduring harm, right?
Yeah. In this case, it feels right to
I roll health.
Yeah. Actually, let's pay the price. It is harmful. Yeah, you're suffering harm.
Okay. So when you face physical danger, suffer minus health equal to your foe's rank as appropriate.
Yep, they're troublesome, so only rank 1. So you're going to suffer 1 harm.
Yeah, so my health goes down by 1, right?
Yes. Additionally, then you roll endure harm as a move.
Then I roll endure harm.
Yep.
Okay. Sorry, this is the first time we're doing this. Stats health. Yeah.
So you roll plus health or plus iron, whichever is higher.
And do I get a modifier for this?
Yeah, plus health or plus iron. Oh, no modifier.
Come on!
You roll a 10 and still get a weak hit. I love it. Eric, your luck is
so
tremendous.
I rolled 2 10s there. So yeah, so I get a weak hit. So I press on.
Yeah.
I think, yeah, so obviously I take harm. I try to ward them, and instead I try to make the sign, and I think they throw a dagger at me. Or whatever,
yeah, the one that's on the ground. Yeah, he just throws like a bailing pin at you.
Yeah, I'm like, ugh. And it fizzles out, and I can't do it. Love it.
Love it. Do we want to do one more clash and then go back to Heliodorus, or go back to Heliodorus now?
I feel like let's go back to Heliodorus and see if you win, and then go back.
Cool. Yeah. So I have my progress is at 6. I want to strike once more before I end the fight.
Sure.
So Heliodorus is not taking he's
I'm
not
loving
pressing,
this, by the way.
Yeah, I'm not pressing to like really end the fight quickly. 1, because I want Lycophon here as long as possible, and 2, I'm more concerned with not losing than I am with winning.
Lycophon's going to be in need of an assassin if you do your job right.
Yep. Weak hit. You
inflict a job
harm.
Interview.
Yep. Inflict harm and lose initiative. Okay.
Well, I think you might have just killed him.
No, not yet. Because to kill him, I would need to end the fight. And that's a move by itself. So here, I'm like death by 1,000 cuts, this guy. Every time he tries to move left or right, I stick him or I bash him. And here, I've lost the initiative, but I got a chunk of him on the way. And so, like, I imagine I drive in with my shield and bash him. He, like, kicks me in the knee and gets me low enough where he can just roll over my shield and over back of me. Now he's out. He's no longer pinned, and he now has the initiative.
Ah. So you're losing a little bit there. Okay.
I've lost that really nice setup. I mean, he's not in a good way.
No, because you just gained 4 more progress, right? Because you did 2 harm.
Yeah, he's maxed out. Here's the problem. I need initiative in order to roll end the fight, right? You need to get that advantage in order to end the fight. And right now I don't have it. I got to chase him down again. So we have clash.
We could have just done the fight a battle remove.
Oh yeah, I forgot that's the thing.
A weak hit.
Yeah.
You inflict harm, but then pay the price. Your foe has initiative.
Yeah, he's starting to hurt me. So
he gets back at you.
Yeah, he deals 2 harm to me, and I roll.
Do you have anything about your character that might adjust to that?
Yeah, I definitely do. Let me see.
Like probably veteran or armored, do something.
When you endure harm in a fight, add +2 and take +1 momentum on a hit.
Yeah.
So I endure harm. I use my health, and I add 2 to that. Yeah, I got a strong hit.
There you go.
So endure harm. Shake it off. If your health is greater, suffer -1 in exchange for +1 health. embrace it, +1 momentum. So I actually get 2 momentum from that. I love it. He's got his axes and he's wailing on me. And it's not like all the blows are being stopped, they're connecting. But Heliodorus thrives on this kind of punishment.
Ah, there's
And
some fight in you. Yeah.
Yeah. He's just like, come on, I can take it. It's not a good look.
Cool.
Yeah. I think
You still have to
I'm
get
going.
initiative.
Yeah, I'm going to try and steal initiative.
Yeah.
By bashing him by. Oh, you know what? I'm going to trap his weapon. I'm going to let him hit me and trap his weapon. So face danger with endurance. So I'm rolling plus iron. I get +1 to this because I'm trying to turn the tide. Strong.
Well, there you go.
Yep.
Strong hit.
All right. Yeah. So he hits me. Like,
shouldn't have done that.
And yeah. And I just shield goes straight down, like sever some toes and headbutt him at the same time. And end this fight conclusively.
Yeah, and the fight's over.
Yep. So now I roll end the fight. Filled progress. We're at 10.
Yeah.
Strong hit. End the fight. The foe is no longer in the fight. They're killed. Yep. Nice. Yeah, so this guy swings and Heliodorus like angles his shield to like trap this weapon. And he brings the shield straight down, severs this guy's like big toe, headbutts him, and then runs him through with the spear when he's on the ground.
Love it.
Back to Pascal.
Back to the desperate fight on the ship. I feel like these
7, 9, 7, so 9, I don't 10. I love my rolling.
I don't have the initiative. So
yep.
I feel like maybe both of them are coming at me now.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess they're gonna fight me in close quarters. The idea in my head though was like I would love to throw my own daggers back at them, but I don't have the initiative. So that just might be an exchange of volley at range.
Yeah. So you're clashing. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you also, I think now is a good time for you to tag Skirmisher though, right? Because Pascal's literally using his spear to try and ward them off.
Oh, that's true, but I don't think that affects clash though. Oh yeah,
when you face danger.
Strike. Yeah, if you have initiative or clash, add +1. If I get +1 to this roll, I can roll. I can roll edge and add +1.
Right. Okay. So here's how it works. You face danger, right? You establish in the fiction that you're trying to hold them at bay. That triggers face danger. If you score a hit on that, then you get the benefits listed, where you are either taking +1 to strike / clash, or +1 momentum.
So I can't gain initiative, but this is just like a mini move that happens because of Skirmisher.
Yeah, this is face danger and secured an advantage are these semi-generic setup moves.
Okay, so I'm facing danger. Facing danger with edge because of Skirmisher. I want the momentum, I think.
Yeah.
Strike. Now, if I face danger with iron, my strike or clash gets a +1 added to it. And I am about to fight with clash, so I probably want to roll with iron then.
Hold on, maybe I'm misreading it.
When you face danger by
holding yes, I see. Yeah, so you want to roll plus iron.
So I would like to do iron. No modifier. No, because that if this on a hit I gain strike or clash at +1.
Yep.
So this is
weak
just straight
or
dice.
Strong. Yep. But you can burn momentum. There you
go. Every time I have burning momentum here. I have to. I need the hit. I need the +1.
Yeah, I think it may be frustrating, but it is telling us the story of like, this is not Pascal's thing. He is trying. He's trying so hard.
I'm trying to think if I want to gain leverage here. And what that would even look like.
Yeah.
So I just faced danger. No, I think we're just going right into it. Progress move.
Well, we
I'm
have to
clashing.
resolve face danger, right? So what's the consequence of the miss?
Oh, sorry. On a so it's a weak hit, right? On a weak hit,
Oh,
you
did you?
succeed but face a troublesome cost. I burned
Yes.
my
Okay.
momentum, so I'm going to I'm gonna suffer another bit of momentum. I'm delayed and lose advantage and face a new danger. I think the new danger is that the ship's on fire.
Okay. Yeah.
They
Like
they
you.
threw he threw a lantern at me,
Oh God! What an idiot! I love
and
it.
like so like I like and I obviously like parry the lantern, and it just like and like splatters, and now there's fire on the ship.
I
Love it.
love it. Pascal was gonna sneak in, and now the entire ship's on fire.
Oh, now I gotta get the medicine up. I'm gonna get this medicine off the bottom of this goddamn ocean. That's gonna happen now. Oh no. Okay. Yeah. So the ship's on fire. That's what I'm gonna do. I don't want to take harm. I'd rather make the ship on fire.
Perfect.
Cool. So we're back into clashing, but I get a
Yep.
+1 to this roll.
Yes.
The love of, the love of, please, iron. Come on, Patria. Strong hit. There
Strong
we
hit.
go. There we go. I inflict harm and choose one. I have the initiative. I bolster my position or I find an opening. I'm finding an opening. This is the moment I think where I'll be doing 3 harm to him. 2,
Yep.
3.
So that is.
That's 6 additional, and that fills up my bar entirely.
Oh no, that's 9 additional. He's only troublesome.
Oh, it's
Remember?
troublesome. So each of them is additional. Yeah, yeah. Well, then the bar is hella full.
And
Uh,
you have initiative,
and I
so
have
now
initiative.
you can end the fight.
And I will choose to move the fight or end the fight. Make the move to take decisive action. Do this. Roll the challenge dice. So, do all of these have to have the pound sign, or just the last one needs the pound sign to roll the challenge?
I don't think it matters. When you roll end the fight, it just asks you how full the progress bar is.
Oh, you don't roll it from the valve part. Gotcha.
You can, but
Build progress 10. Weak hit. Come on, dice.
you even rolled a hit. I love it.
Why? Okay,
Your victory is short-lived. An existing danger worsens. You're like, I beat them, and there's an explosion of like.
No, I think. Oh, others won't forget is the better one. Where like, because they're gonna have to get off the ship. I think. I don't know. The new danger is obviously the existing danger worsens. The ship's on fire, and then
I do like the mark for vengeance. So something that just I thought of is like we've only established where 3 of Lycophon's men are. You're fighting 2. I'm fighting a 3rd. Where are the rest? I think they just got back to the ship.
And obviously Lycophon's
and you are like backlit. You are like perfectly lit with these flames. You've just killed or incapacitated 2 of their fellows. They know what you look like now.
Yeah, so I think what happens then is that like I have to rush below deck, and I brought this medicine up. And so what the scene is that I've defeated them, and I'm rushing below deck and like bringing this medicine up above deck, and I look over and I see the 2 other ships of the soldier mercenaries come over. I'm like, shit. You know? And that's it. That's it. That's the spot.
Love it.
How do I get out of this scenario?
Yeah.
How do I get out of here? No, that wasn't a rhetorical question. I'm actually in a pickle.
Run. I'd say here if
I need
face
the
danger
medicine.
here. Yeah, a face danger here. With speed, agility, plus edge. If you can just run away. Because they're approaching from the docks, which are going to be swarmed with people trying to put out the fire so the entire docks doesn't go up. Or they're approaching on boats where you can run towards the docks, you know? I feel like Pascal has ways to get away. They're just not easy ways.
Are these ways to get away that involve me getting the medicine?
Well, you have the medicine. You went down and got it, right?
Yeah, I fictionally described that, but I described that also that they're in like crates. And how am I getting them
Mhm.
out of? I guess I have to take them out of the crates, and I'm like been loading up like a bandolier of this stuff, or like putting them into a sack. Like it's the
Mhm.
only way we're doing this. So they might break in the journey. So the question is, I might get out, but some of them might be broken, and it's the best we can get, right? There's a
Sure. Yeah.
threat that
That's
maybe they get damaged along the way. Is sort of the logic here then.
yeah.
So I'm facing danger. I'm getting the hell out of here. With speed and agility, right? And
Yeah.
precision. So this is me finishing it up, doing a quick prayer to maybe a different god. I don't know yet, right? As I dive into the water, the shark-filled water, with this medicine.
Nice.
Above, like as I plunge into the water, we can see through the water like the fiery stuff, right? So let's roll this last. I know we're running out of time, so let's do this. I'm facing danger, right?
Yep.
Um, No, I'm securing an advantage because I said I'm making prayers and like doing this like quick stuff, right? So I'm doing this
Yes.
with
I like that.
so let's say I'm doing that with expertise and observation. Because
Yeah.
I am smart, I know what I'm doing and how to do this. Right. So this is
Sure.
me
You got a
doing as
good
best
look
I,
on the. You
this
got
is me
a
how to
good look.
preserve medicine, right? Because I grew up with an alchemist,
Oh
right? Like
yeah.
I know what to do, like how to fold it right. And like that should work. And um if Vizier whatever, taught me one thing, it's how to transport this shit from not breaking. And as I fold it up, and so I'm
Yeah.
securing an advantage for myself for wits. Of course, it's just a weak hit. Because there's no god.
That's fine, but it means you succeed and
But I
you
do
get away.
succeed. No, I have to face danger now.
Oh, that was the
Face danger.
security
I
advantage.
was
Yeah.
securing the advantage. I face danger with speed and agility. That's edge.
Oh,
No
buddy,
bonus.
buddy.
Of course I miss it, everybody. Of course I miss it. Of course. And I have no momentum. Your progress is undermined by a dramatic, costly turn of events. I pay the price.
We.
Um, what's the problem?
Yeah. Let's
Is it,
see what pay the price says. Something of value is lost or destroyed.
thanks, game. So I show up to you waterlogged. You know what I mean? Like I
Mm-hmm.
fell into a pool and I hold you over these broken containers.
Yeah. So here's the question. Here's my question.
Yeah.
Um,
Of course.
one,
Fuck this game. Damn it, Sean. I mean, this game's so good.
did beating up like Fahn's bodyguard help us in this quest at all? Was that a milestone? I don't know. It had a fictional purpose. I do know that, right?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, no, it was a milestone because otherwise Polyphontes is dead.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. Here's the second question. Do we roll to end the quest?
Yeah, we should. It's the end of the
Yeah.
session, so we should roll
It's
at
the
the
end
end
of,
here.
yeah. Is
But
that
only
is
one of us
that
rolls it. Because this is the end of
yeah.
the vow. Like, it's basic. So most of the medicine is broken,
Mm-hmm.
right?
And this is the so this roll is kind of the question of is it enough medicine?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. And follow up is do we want this to be kind of the format of the stream is like episodic, like each episode is
For
a
me,
new
yeah,
adventure.
for me, yes. For
All right.
me, that's what I want to do. But I don't think that's true for anyone else who plays this game or plays a YNC saga. I described this coming into this. I want this to feel like you just read a session of the weird story, right? Weird tales,
Mm-hmm.
right? I want this to feel complete.
Okay. So progress bar is at 6. I'm rolling it because I'm not letting you touch a dice.
Yeah, please.
Oh no. Miss. Your quest is undone. We can either recommit, clear all but one filled progress, and raise the quest rank by 1, or we give up, forsake your vow.
No, obviously, you got to keep going.
Oh, yes, Eric. Yeah, Polyphontus is like, this is enough to treat maybe one person. And you're like, that's all they had. Like, I grabbed what we could get. And Heliodorus is like, you know where they still have medicine? And he just
like looks and everyone's
To
eyes and
like
the
the
camera follows
Acropolis.
zooming on the fucking fortress of
Yeah,
the
the
Scholar
fortress
King.
Acropolis. Yeah, the Acropolis in of the city, and that's where I'm like,
Yeah. And now
yep,
I'm just gonna so steal the medicine gets cleared down to 1 and becomes
formidable.
formidable.
Oh my god, what a game!
What a game. This was great.
This was
Oh,
super fun. This is
Heliodorus
all
had
I want.
this is great. This is so good.
This is I would read. I know, like this just feels so right in my head. I realize my character kind of sucks. I'm rolling wits is my highest thing. I've been rolling nothing but shadow or edge, my second highest ones, and none of my assets help me. So like
So yeah.
that's a problem.
Yeah. So I don't think you're as bad as you say. You're bad at fighting.
I am
Wits
bad at
is
fighting.
super important for like journeys. Like you
It's
are the
true.
guy who needs to be leading the journey. And there are a lot of key moves that key off of wits that I think you'll get a lot of
Yeah.
benefit from. It's just the two main combat stats are not in your purview.
Well, also my just RNG is also not my purview apparently.
That didn't help. You kept rolling tens and also tens on the challenge
Challenge
die.
dice. Yeah, that happened several times.
There were several strong hits that became weak hits because you rolled a 10 on the challenge die. And like, that's the worst. Chat
Yeah.
also did suggest there is another stat array that is offered in the Lodestar book. It's like better for solo play or for heroism types. It may be a good idea to switch that if we want to move our probabilities a little up. Yeah, I didn't think you would want that. Yeah.
Oh, I love this.
Weak hit city.
I will complain about it, but give me weak hit city any day. It's I hate it, but I love it. You know.
Yep.
I deliberately was choosing options that were not like super advantageous, like the peace treaty thing, right? But it provides such a good story.
It does. I think it ropes. I'm very impressed by how smoothly it transitions between talking about the fiction and resolving the moves. Right.
Absolutely.
We establish the fiction, and that usually tells us one or two moves that could apply. We decide which one makes the most sense, and then it spits out a fictional outcome that's interesting and that we can keep working with, and that will lead into another move. It's elegant. It's elegant. I am a sucker for elegance. There are games that are wonderful, but they kind of crunch like and grind like my old car. And there's some games that just click. I like this so much.
Me too. So are you and I gonna we have to return together at some point and go rob and steal the medicine from the Scholar King's warehouse?
Yeah. But
awesome. That's a tale for another time.
Tale for another time.
Thanks everybody. Thanks for tuning in today. Yeah, we try to keep this game short. We also have a pretty hard out right now, so we're getting out of here. But thanks so much for tuning in. This is Ironsworn RPG, and this is the Wine Sea Sagas. The Wine Sea Sagas is going to be a world that we're developing and letting it be more of a collaborative experience. Colin, you can talk more about it.
Yeah. So I am setting up a Discord. There is going to be place to play GM-less, play by post, or organize your own games. It's going to be a little community, and we're going to build out the Wine Sea setting as a thing. So keep an eye out on Twitter at ColinItLikeIC. I will be posting links to that Discord, and anyone's welcome to join except Nazis. Come check out what we're doing.
Hey, thanks, Colin.
Yeah.
Put that in chat here. Cool. So that's what we're doing. Yeah, I'm excited to be back. I love this game so much. I've been thinking about it constantly. Thank you all. Thanks, Colin, for doing this with me today. We got to get out of here. So take care, everybody.